Blaine, tell us what the DA said.
Well, Andrea, this was the first time that she's spoken publicly since those subpoenas became public yesterday. And she said a couple of things that caught my attention immediately. One, she said that we can expect to see further subpoenas, more subpoenas of people who are Trump associates, people in his inner circle in the coming weeks as this investigation continues. Also notable that she did not rule out a potential subpoena of the former president himself. I asked her that specifically, and she told me, quote, anything is possible. Here's a little bit of our interview. I want to get you to hear exactly what she said and the scope of this investigation that she's leading. Take a look.
Could we expect to possibly see additional subpoenas from people in former President Trump's inner circle, former Trump associates?
Yes.
Are we talking about family members? Are we talking about former White House officials?
I mean, we'll just have to see where the investigation leads us. But I think that people thought that we came into this as some kind of game. This is not a game at all. What I am doing is very serious. It's very important work. And we're going to do our due diligence in making sure that we look at all aspects of the case. And so all you see is a prosecutor doing their due diligence.
Andrea, she made it very clear right there. She takes this very seriously. She takes this investigation very seriously. And she also made it clear to me in our interview that she's not in a rush. Remember, this special grand jury is able to convene for up to a year. They were seated back on May 2nd. So we're talking about a lot of runway for this investigation to continue. You know, I asked her if she could lay out any sort of a timeline. She did say that one thing she's going to do is pause around election time. All of this is even trickier because, remember, of course, we've got the 2022 midterms coming up, and she doesn't want to have any sort of even the perception that she's trying to influence the election. So she says that once early voting gets underway here in Georgia, that's early to mid-October, she's going to stop. We're not going to see any subpoenas. We're not going to see any indictments if she's gotten to that point until after the election, because she wants to make it clear that she's not trying to influence it. Now, she did respond. I asked her about that statement from Senator Lindsey Graham, and essentially she said that this is coming from somebody who doesn't understand the seriousness of what we're doing, and she said that she hopes he comes and testifies truthfully before the grand jury. Andrea.
Great work. What immediately comes to mind